And now to upscale Pennsylvania suburbs. Death by minivan. Police say a mother of two drops the two children with the babysitter, hops into her white Mercury minivan, then puts the pedal to the metal, running down her live-in boyfriend. Tire marks still covering his dead body. And then mommy goes to the local bar for a brewski.
Just a few months ago, the very same woman was defending the man she is now accused of killing as he was being tasered by police.
Tasing him! Tasing him! Oh my God!
The neighbor heard people arguing, then saw a white minivan hit something and drive off. When officers arrived, they found 34-year-old Jeremy Anderson dead in his driveway with tire tracks on his body.
He was probably knocked over, and then she went over top of him, with the undercarriage of the car.
Brubaker was found hours later at a bar.
Officers say she was visibly intoxicated.
If I'm not mistaken, those are different mugshots. That may mean mommy has a rap sheet. Straight out to Brett Larson, investigative reporter. Brett, forget the rap sheet if there is one. I want to hear about mommy running down her live-in boyfriend while the two children are just inside the house with the nanny. Outside in the driveway, then she takes off and heads for a bar.
Yeah, takes off and heads for a bar after running over the boyfriend. Kids in the house. Nancy, the rap sheet on this woman, it reads like a novel. She's been hit with so many different things, DUIs, possession of drugs.
They're both potheads, right?
Yeah, exactly. And maybe she was under the influence of that when it happened. The police say
Brett, you think I care whether she was high on pot or booze at the time she runs somebody down? As you should know by now, Brett Larson, voluntary intoxication or use of drugs is not a defense under the law. So, I don't even want to hear you say maybe she was under the influence, because the law doesn't care.
No, and they shouldn't. I mean, they took her blood when they got her at the bar because they said she was visibly intoxicated and may have had something else in her system. She had to be out of her mind. I mean, she runs down her boyfriend to the point the neighbor said it looked like she went over a big bump in the road because the car flew up in the air and came back down on top of him, clearly, as the tire marks prove, because they're still on his body when cops get there. And she squeals off into the sunset to head down to a bar and have herself a drink or two and chat on the phone. The bartender says she's on the phone when she walked in, and that was the extent of his conversation. But just